there he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Shamar Moses of the North Bay Battalion. Very good. I remember you were a high draft pick in Barrie, and anytime Barrie would come here, I would watch, and here's this guy wearing number 78. And I thought, boy, I hope he does well, because I read a story in the Toronto Star, and then you had a fight with Amidovsky.
Yeah, I did.
Have you guys patched up?
Yeah, oh, big time. That was like one of the first things mentioned when I got on the bus here. I forgot who it was, but I think it was Mikey actually. He brought it up.
I had a chance this week to talk to Anthony Stewart, who is someone who's very important in your life, because I wanted to find out more about the hockey equality program. It's kind of a niche thing, but it's so important, and it's growing in Ontario, because Ontario is a very diverse population. And so, maybe you could tell me a bit about hockey equality.
It's kind of like almost a mentorship program where it's like everyone has mentors from any age. Like I'm looking up to Anthony and guys like that, and for the younger kids, like we'll come out sometimes and we'll talk to them and we'll be on the ice to them, and it's almost like a group where you can feel comfortable with everyone, and you're going on the ice together and you're having fun together, and there's all sorts of opportunities they help give us. I got a scholarship to Blythe Academy through them, and all sorts of stuff. I got to be part of a meeting with like NHL PA members and get to share my voice as a younger athlete in the game to kind of voice what we want and from our perspective, and that for me it was awesome to just hear all these voices talk and just kind of be like a fly on the wall kind of thing. I've got to also give some of my guidance back, and sometimes I've had chats with the younger kids and we'll sit down, and guys like me and Cash and Spence and guys who've all been a part of the program who now these younger guys kind of look up to. So.
Keyshawn Aitchison and Malcolm Spence.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I've always had a saying, see it, be it. And that if you can see somebody doing something like a role model, it makes it easier for you to imagine yourself
100%
in that 100%. Role. And how has that, if you were to apply see it, be it, was that a factor in your development?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, being able, like I said, man, PK Subban for me, like he was, he grew up in the Markham-ish area, so just around Scarborough, and seeing him just take over and be the NHL All-Star and Norris Canada year after year, and it just was like, hey, like this guy can do it, I can do it too, kind of thing, for sure. And I'm sure for these kids now seeing us and he can do it, I can do it too, kind of thing. So I love seeing diversity in the rink, and anytime I see diversity out here, it's awesome.
I'm a POC of the BIPOC, a person of color. You're a black athlete as well. I have a sense for myself why it's important to see people like myself in various occupations or professions. See it, be it. But for yourself, why was seeing PK Subban so important? There's lots of possible role models. Like when you were at that age, you could think about Drew Doughty, for example, from the Guelph Storm could have been a role model. But why was it so important for you to look and see PK? What did that mean to you as a little guy?
Yeah, I think it's just him being the person of color he was, and how he just showed his true personality off all the time, whether it was a flashy suit or his personality with talking to Don Cherry or whatever it was. He was always just himself, and kind of brought a different aspect that a lot of people didn't bring to the game, and certain flashiness that I think is so cool.
One of the things that hockey equality aims to do is to give people the tools to talk about racism in the sport, and I don't think that it's a hard thing to talk about, because not a lot of people want to talk about it. And so when you get into a conversation, it makes people uncomfortable, and a room can go silent, if you're bringing up a topic. But the OHL, I feel, and Rico Phillips is a big part of.
I know Rico really well.
Oh, he's an important figure in the Ontario Hockey League, and the work he does is so massive. As we try to, a lot of people talk about growing the game, and I don't know. I think in that respect, it doesn't mean getting more viewers or getting more franchises. I think it means opening up the game to as many people as you can, because Here in North Bay, it's starting to become more multicultural. It's certainly more multicultural today than it was 20 years ago when I came here.
Right.
But GTA, total melting pot.
100%. And I actually worked with a program, Seaside Hockey. I know the owner very well, the founder. His name's Kurt Brooks. So he started Seaside, and that was just more opening it up to all sorts of ethnicities through Scarborough and through all these areas for lower income. So I was volunteering there for a bit, and my mom was coaching there too. So she would sometimes do the skating drills with everyone, and she grew up doing that too with my house league team. So that was awesome to see them and be a role model for them was so cool. And there's so many cool personalities out there and funny kids who they're excited to try hockey, and it's awesome because a lot of people do, but they just don't really know about it sometimes and don't really have the access to it.
Rep hockey is enormously expensive.
Yeah.
And your mom raised you by herself, essentially.
Yeah.
Tried to put you in positions to succeed.
Yeah.
I know you love your mom so much. We all
Yeah.
love our mom so much, but she's such an important part of your life.
Yeah. She's the best, and she works so hard. And I mean, like, so many of the skills that I try to transfer in my work ethic and all that, I've learned from my mom and my leadership. Everything I've learned pretty much, I've learned from my mom, and she's always been hard on me to be the right person and be a good person.
How can hockey equality help a mom like your mom today facing the same challenges that your mom did?
I know Anthony and Shantae work religiously on helping people get opportunities like that, and they're so good with that and helping people find the right spot and getting people to where they can feel comfortable and the right teams and stuff. And through the NHLPA, they kind of have some money to give out to people and kind of help them out with certain stuff. Different coaches reaching out to them and getting you on teams and just helping you out with whatever you need to get where you are.
They've had a summit for South Asian players like myself.
Yeah.
They've had a summit for First Nations players. Some of this was during the pandemic. But what was that experience like? That what was it called? It was called
Black Hockey Summit.
Hockey Summit.
It was unreal though. I went this year, and I was talking to the younger kids at the summit, and me, PJ Fagan, Nathaniel Adams, a few other guys, we just kind of went out there and shared our experiences and just kind of talked about it to them, and that was pretty cool for me for sure.
If I were to ask you, if you were to imagine what kind of impact you would like to be remembered for, even though you're just at the beginning of your hockey journey really, what would your mom want you to say?
I think she'd want me to do what I want to do, and I just want to break boundaries and kind of come in the league like PK Subban did, kind of thing, like be myself and be unique and be different kind of thing, and kind of show the younger audience that it's okay to be different and it's okay to be yourself, and like you said, see it, be it kind of thing. So I think that's something that's going to be super important for me growing up, and one of my goals for sure.